Hello, everyone, and welcome to this presentation. Today, we are presenting to you the pull factors of five international students studying a master's degree in Central Mexico. Today's presentators are Licenciada Sofía Serkisova from Russia, Licenciada Karina Clemente from Venezuela, Licenciado Alejandro Marin from Colombia, and Licenciada Gabrielle Fauché from Canada. These are the topics we are addressing in this presentation. Let's start with the literature review. The three concepts that are supporting this research are related to, first, student mobility. In Gardner's and Sano words, a mobile student is who crosses national borders for educational purposes, either in an exchange program, a master, or a doctorate degree. This can be beneficial for both parties, the country and the students. Regarding the pull factors, there are diverse the reasons students decide to migrate. For example, we have the economic incentives, career progression, access to better research financing, better quality research infrastructure, better quality of life, and access to essential and social economics. Regarding the internationalization of higher education, this has positive effects when we talk about competitiveness and performance in the professional field. According to the OECD, from 1998 to 2018, the internationalization of higher education has raised by 4.6%. This has become a key of change not only in developed countries, but also in developing.
So for our research, we adopted qualitative paradigm because our study sought to explore what were the reasons that brought five international students, each coming from a different country, to study a master's in applied linguistics in English language teaching in Central Mexico. Additionally, collaborative autoethnography was implemented as a research method. According to Chang et al., in a collaborative autoethnography, researchers together collect and analyze their autobiographical materials and then interpret their data collectively. As it's usually the case with autoethnographies, we were the researchers and the participants of the study. Two data collection techniques have been carried out: autobiographical diary entries guided by narrative frames and interactive interviews. Even though diary and journal are used interchangeably by some scholars, in order not to cause any confusion, we decided to follow Dornay. According to him, a journal is used by the researchers to monitor the research process. However, a diary is used by the participants of the study to provide data. Now, the autobiographical diary entries were guided by the narrative frames. In this study, we came up with several words that were placed in the beginning of the sentences for each of the participants to finish the sentences with the responses according to their experiences. The narrative frames that have been used for the study you can see on the slide. In addition to the diary entries, we also engaged in weekly Zoom meetings that, following Ellis et al., we called interactive interviews. Each of the interviews lasted for about 60 minutes, and since we shared our personal stories with each other and discussed our thoughts regarding the pull factors that brought us all to Mexico during this meeting, we refer to them as interactive interviews. As it can be seen in the table, the participants of the study come from 5 different countries: Canada, Colombia, Russia, USA, and Venezuela. The youngest participant of the study is 22 years old, and the oldest participant is 37 years old. 4 of the participants of the study hold a bachelor's degree in linguistics, while 1 participant in psychology. Likewise, the year of graduation and the number of years of working experience for each participant are also illustrated in the table. One of the researcher participants of the study, Maria, was a part of a researching process but did not participate in the writing process of the article. Due to ethical reasons, we assigned pseudonym Maria to her.
In order to provide an answer to the research question, we decided to apply two different instruments: diary entries guided by narrative frames and interactive interviews. When we finished applying the interactive interviews, we decided to transcribe them. And after that, we selected the minimum pieces of data and categorized them into themes. We conducted the analysis following a thematic analysis framework. And these are the main themes that we gathered from data. So I will present to you the first theme that is related to the reasons to pursue a master's degree. Regarding this theme, we have two sub-themes. The first one is related to the professional development in teaching practice. As you could say, Karina reported that she decided to do the master's because she wanted to improve her teaching practices. And on the other hand, Alejandro reported that he wanted to contribute to the improvement of the language teaching practices and get more knowledge in the area. So as you could see, the participants reported that the master's degree would help them to improve their teaching practices and to become better teachers. The second sub-theme is related to professional opportunities. Alejandro reported that he wants to come back to Colombia and make a contribution in the teaching area. Also, Sofia reported that she wants to get better conditions, especially financial conditions, because all the participants reported that by doing the master's degree, they want to get better positions in the teaching area and also a better salary.
The next theme that was very prominent during our data collection and data analysis was the participants' motivations to study abroad, specifically to study in Mexico. Through this theme, we could identify some sub-themes. First of all, the cultural pull factors. So all the participants mentioned that they had a very specific connection with the place they were going to study, and that's why they decided to go there. They even used the word home, saying that they felt like this place was home. On the other hand, there were also some financial pull factors, mainly the fact that studies in Mexico were much cheaper than in their home country. For example, for Maria, who said that in the US, it would cost her up to 84,000 pesos a semester, it was a no-brainer to decide to study in Mexico, where the cost is much cheaper. Also, an important financial pull factor was the possibility to get the CONACYT scholarship and getting paid to study, as Gabrielle mentioned. Also, we had some personal pull factors. So 3 of our participants mentioned wanting to study in Mexico because they had a boyfriend. And also 1 participant came because she had some family in Mexico. So these were important pull factors for choosing this country to study. And finally, the professional pull factors were more related to studying abroad, as the participants mentioned how this experience abroad could be very beneficial in their teaching career, in inspiring the students and proving that they have a good experience. As Alejandro said, I also think that when you have this kind of international experience, learners build that trust in you. They believe that you are a real language teacher because you have at least gone to a different country, not the country where you live.
So in conclusion, we would like to say that in our study, we explored the pull factors of 5 international students who each came from a different country to receive a higher education in Mexico. This study showed that the pull factors that encouraged teachers to do their master's degree in education were to improve their teaching practice and to gain access to better professional opportunities. Whereas their reasons to choose to study abroad, specifically in Mexico, were cultural, financial, personal, and professional. Additionally, the current study contributes to literature on international student mobility and the internationalization of higher education. Further research on more international students would be of a great help to better understand if these pull factors are unanimous or of a particular occurrence. And these are our references. Thank you for your attention. We hope that our presentation was useful and interesting. And if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer. And therefore, we provide our emails. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye bye.